check out the Av one. Hopefully this isn't too long. I was thinking about doing a video like this, but I feel like it's kind of tacky after everyone's already doing one. But I also feel like I didn't get any like real content out of the NAMM shit, just like vlogs, which is cool, which was entertaining, but...
Hey, just in case you was living under a rock this weekend, well, NAMM happened. No, I don't know what the acronym means. If you can leave a...
Dude, I keep learning what it is and then forgetting. It's like, keep forgetting it. I don't know why I keep forgetting it too. I keep spacing on it.
Comment in the comment section. That would definitely help me.
Actually, what does NAMM stand for? Wrong answers only. Hit me with that, guys.
Because I don't know what that acronym means. Other than that, it was in an awkward...
National Association of Music Merchants. No, see, wrong answers only, dude.
This year, it usually happens in January. Last year when I did attend, because I did not attend this year, no hate in my blood or anything like that. I just had some obligations to fulfill. Yeah, it happened in spring. Maybe they wanted us to spring into our wallets and spend some money. Yeah, that was corny. We're gonna talk about the 5 best things at NAMM this year. And yeah, let's get it. Don't worry, my enthusiasm will pick up. Coming in at number 5, we have...
I like the overdubs, kind of cool. Never Against Narcotics Now. It's supposed to be NAMM, though. National Ass Museum for Men. Okay, I like that one. Not Another Music Meetup. That's pretty good. Not Actually Making Money. That's a good one, too. I like that one.
3D VST plugin.
That shit looked ass, bro. That shit looked ass. I'm gonna keep it a buck, man.
Yeah, it's not a very interesting list this year when it comes...
Nah, there was more, man. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to disagree with this. Let me see what the rest of them are.
To stuff at NAMM.
There was definitely 5 good things here. There was definitely stuff better than this.
I had to put a VST plugin on there. I hate to say it, but Skydust 3D actually shows some pretty promising things in the future of sound. I mean, they did innovate the way, you know, VST plugins sound as far as spatial audio, if you're into that, or spatial audio. I don't...
What the f is spatial audio? Av makes a video. Weaver, I'm gonna have to disagree. It's not one of one, okay? It's not one of one.
Don't even know what to call it. But if you're interested in that type of thing, that was all over the place.
Wait, talking about sound particles. Okay, I thought they were talking about the, wait, is that the one? There's a 3D synth and there's another one also.
I actually saw a demonstration led by the homie Sanjay C, and I thought it was a pretty good thing that he showed that off. Of course, that was coupled with
I saw Sanjay was meeting up with Billboard Music. I don't know what the f they're cooking, but it was a Billboard. No, it was Atlantic Records. Spatial audio is the future. Anyone see a random black mark on the stream feed? Where?
When it comes to the Sony MDR spatial audio.
Oh, is it behind me? Oh, okay.
And I think it's worth your time to get a little bit more information on it.
It was my green screen, sorry. I'll come forward a little bit.
I'll have everything, by the way, it'll be linked in the description box of all the content creators I borrow.
I almost feel like it's easier to do coverage of NAMM like while you're not there. Because it was really hard to cover it while you were there because there was just a bajillion people there.
Content from so that they get their shine and their credit as due. Please do the same for me when I do something fly. I would appreciate that. Coming in at number 4, we have Donner D1 drum machine. Oh boy, what
I didn't see this one there.
What can I say about this demonstration led by Sonic State? There was a lot of information put out there, a lot of it inaudible.
I didn't even see this there.
And I've actually worked with Donner when it comes to their B1 synth. I thought it was pretty decent for a cheap analog bass.
Bro, like nothing, is it just me or is nothing labeled on here? Or you know what, it's just kind of hard to see, I think.
Synth. And this is supposed to be a cheaper...
I mean, obviously at the top, the knobs are labeled, but I mean the pads.
Drum machine. There was actually a quote in the comment section over there at Sonic State where someone said it's going to be on the level of the Digitech.
It is pretty cool, affordable, and decent.
And I'm like, bruh, you don't know what the Digitech is about if you think it's about just loading in a sample.
Bro, I like how he's talking about the top 5 best music gear and he's just like shitting on them. Donner's super cheap, like Behringer, hold my beer. Nice. 125 to 150 USD is a marker value. Jeez, dude. Pads have very faint white text. Yeah, that's what I was saying. You can barely see it.
I think a better comparison would be to...
Like, why didn't they make that text black, man? It would have made a lot more sense, or at least dark gray.
The model samples by Electron. But other than that, you know, Donner's come up with a couple of things that have been pretty cheap and been pretty decent. And the B1, like I said, was pretty decent. I covered it slightly in a video with the SP404 Mark II in its 3.0 firmware update. And yeah, a drum machine not bad.
I'm just getting into hardware would be good, true. I wonder what the worst gear was. Okay, I think the worst thing I saw was the splice random AI thing, but that's probably just because like I hate AI shit and the fact it wasn't AI. But maybe the worst? What else was the actual worst? Well, ISO Acoustics was showing off their stands, which I feel like is like, bro, we all know about this already. Like, come on, man.
But hey, just check out the video and let me know.
Future episode of Bad Gear Incoming. There's always a future episode of Bad Gear Incoming.
How you feel? Again, it's in the description box. Coming in.
I ain't gonna lie, Av's laugh is kind of funny. His laugh is kind of funny. It's f***ing creepy, but it's funny.
In at number 3, we have IntelliGel Cascadia. Now the IntelliGel
I didn't see this one either.
Cascadia looks like a very...
I was mostly looking for like plugins and stuff though, just cause like I'm not the biggest hardware guy. Not that I don't like it, I just don't have room for it anywhere in my house. Like my house is really small, so I have no room for gear. So I don't really, that kind of caused me to not be super interested in it personally, because what am I gonna do with it? Cascadia? Wait, is it supposed to be Cascadia? Surprised I didn't play any guitar at another NAMM. ISO Acoustics is such a good product with such a terrible price / marketing scheme. Well, it's not even that it's bad, it's just that like it's not new. Like it's like they've had the same shit for a really long time. I have ISO Acoustic stands right now. Like I use them. Cascadia, like okay, I said it right. Wait, what do you say? Cascadia? That's pretty funny.
Interesting piece of gear, and it's something that I don't talk about often on this channel, and that is modular gear. Now I definitely want to.
Wait, I gotta go back and hear that again.
IntelliGel Cascadia.
I ain't gonna lie, I do mispronounce stuff all the time too. So, you know, I ain't gonna act like I'm perfect over here. I do it all the time too. Especially when it's like a word you don't really know, you know what I mean? Or like that's not very common. I can't blame people for that. It is funny though when you know the word. Quesadilla. Modular is a riot. It'll drain your bank account though. He said it so confidently though. I think that's what makes it funny.
Now I definitely want to hear from you guys in the comment section if you're interested in some content that has to do with like modular music in production or whatnot. You already know the vibes here. I'm gonna do modular hip hop.
I'm not interested in any modular content except for maybe what's his name? Whoever the guy is that made the 600 or 6,000 oscillator thing in the church organ. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. I don't watch him that often, but oh, look, mom, no computer. There we go.
Or what it could.
Andrew Huang would like to have a word with you. He's probably gonna say something like, hey, I did not like that video. I did not like that video. I'm gonna be like, which one? which one? I actually don't even know which one you're talking about. NAMM stands for New American Mustard Mystery.
Be like at its highest potential. The biggest thing that I like about the Cascadia is that it's supposed to be only about the...
Then high five the air. I did not like that video. And then Andrew would start laughing like a meth head. Him and Rob Scout just be like, ha 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 ha.
A laptop, and trust me, I got tons of gear that is humongous. That is
a musical quesadilla. That's what everybody says to Weaver, who hates his videos. That just goes, I did not like that video. I'm like, which video, man? It's okay. The Andrew Huang Most Expensive Sound is possibly the worst video ever. It wasn't that bad of a video. I just think I was just roasting it, to be honest. I do think the title's a little bit misleading though, but I don't care, dude. A lot of titles are misleading. I'm sure the video I uploaded today had a slightly misleading title because I said music producers. I couldn't think of a good video title for like the beat battle thing. If it's not even a beat battle, so it's like a sample challenge. You know what I mean? It's like, what am I gonna put? Sample challenge? I'm gonna get fucking 1,000 views. No way, man. I had to put music producers need to do this. I'm like, that'll work. That'll definitely work. Dude, I commented on his video and he literally just sent a laughing emoji. What'd you comment?
Enjoyable, but it takes up too much space in my studio setup right now. And it makes it hard for me to use that. So something like a Cascadia would be much appreciated. And especially with any of the current generation MPCs and Kai Force, which has CV gate on the back.
Beat Bashal. Oh my God. I'm having a stroke right here. Okay, I got it this time, guys. Beat battle, emotional, cops called, noise complaints. I can't talk. I want to copy an autotune from Andrew, so I recuse myself. The knobs on that thing are so tiny. This is beautiful, by the way. I can with this. Cascadia. Yeah, dude, he keeps saying it, dude. It's crazy. F in the chat for sausage fingers, people. Av, please Google how to say it before you post a video. I actually, okay, once people started correcting me about that, I did start, anytime I'm not sure how to pronounce a word, I do actually look it up and try to see if there's a pronunciation on it, because I get tired of that shit real fast. I really get tired of people calling me out for that real fast. Like, I think after the first or second time, I was like, okay, f this. I'm Googling. I don't know how to say this. I'm gonna Google it. Insert word, pronunciation. Okay.
I can only think about the intricate things that you could do with modular gear with that setup. However,
I do find personally, I do find like modular gear just makes things harder. You know what I mean? Like it's a harder way of working to achieve generally the same thing that you would get whether you're working with a hardware synth, like a normal hardware synth or a plugin, you know?
there's one thing I would like to...
They used to call me Tiny Knobs in high school. Hey, yo. It def is harder. That's why I'm a preset king. Hey, they get mad at me for using presets sometimes, but I get shit done, okay? I get shit done. They're like, how do you have time to make music and also make videos constantly? I use presets sometimes. Sometimes I make my own presets. Don't gotta sound design everything from scratch every time. Modular's pretentious. I'm not going to disagree with that. W for presets, work smarter, not harder, definitely.
Point out, at its current price right now on the website, I see it going for, I'm almost...
Jesus Christ, dog. I'm not buying that shit, dude. 2,000 for that? For a little modular synth? Like maybe like 500 or 600, I would think about it. That is an expensive quesadilla. That's a hard pass for me, dude. Jesus Christ.
$2,200, and that's a lot. And I know people will say, man, well, modular gear is supposed to be expensive and all that. Well,
it's supposed to be expensive and hard to use. Come on, man. More than an Osmos? I know, dude. I'd rather just buy the Osmos, man. Jesus Christ. I'd rather buy the Osmos than buy a Nintendo Switch afterwards.
Huh. Bruh, I've already got you covered over here. This is, this right here will definitely get used, and it's under $500, or if you got it for
Really? What is that?
$600, it's still...
I really wish I had room for gear, man. Like, I actually do kind of want gear, but I'm just like, where the f am I going to put it? I barely have room to fucking sleep. It's a it's a Mini Brute 2S. Okay. Base station, I think. Everyone's saying different shit.
Would be a great...
I like how the faders on it look like a bunch of L's. Anyone else see that? Does that not look like a bunch of L's to you? So that does not increase my confidence in buying this thing here. Oh, just sleep on the gear. You can never have too much gear. True. But the more expensive, the better the product, the right. That must be why they're charging more. What's wrong with L's? It doesn't inspire confidence when I'm producing, you know.
Taste. Now that's not comparing it to the IntelliGel Cascadilla. It's...
Dude, you know, I ain't gonna hold him though, because like I may make this. I could make the same mistake, dude. I could easily make the same mistake. It's just funny hearing it so many times.
Just saying that there is modular gear that's affordable. And try.
If my gear mocked me with L's, I'm returning that. It is a great piece of kit for a bass synth. What Av is holding up.
Me guys, it ain't the first time now.
Bro, I'm about to go eat a Cascadilla after I get off the stream, dog.
Semi-modular gear coming in.
I'm getting hungry as f. You gotta stop saying Cascadilla, dude. I'm getting really hungry.
At number 2, we have Nectar Aruba. Now, just to keep it real,
I didn't see this either, man.
Guys, Nectar Aruba's been around for a hot second. However, I think it's worth talking about this time around.
If the Osmos Expressive is in here, man. Oh, it's not, dude. The Poly and Tracker, I see it in the thumbnail right there. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with this list, but you know, I didn't see some of these things there either. There's just so many booths, man. There's no way to check everything out.
For the simple fact that they have Ableton Live integration.
I'm gonna show up to Hawaii. Watch out, Weaver. He's gonna feed me a Cascadilla because that shit sounds delicious. I want a Cascadilla. This thing is mad cheap, 350 to 500 USD.
Main reason why I keep up bringing up Nectar as a company, because they was the first company to have a decently integrated FL Studio controller. So if you are a part of FL gang, I would definitely check out Nectar as well as Novation as well, because Novation does have a very good MIDI controller for FL Studio. However, for the Ableton heads out there, if you want a 16-pad layout, then the Nectar Aruba has it all now. It's all integrated into Ableton Live, and Ableton Live has always been the
Aruba news was just about Ableton integration. I think it's way less powerful than a machine, but maybe I'm wrong. At that price, don't eat your Cascadilla. True.
Top DAW when it comes to controller or hardware.
I need to stop saying that. I'm gonna start saying it like that. Cascadia, 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 Cascadia. Okay.
For integration.
But I am hungry for a Cascadilla, though. I won't lie.
Period. And having the Aruba controller will give you more so of a classic feel. It's worth...
Check out this guy's shoes real quick. Nah, they're looking at the foot pedal, I know.
Mentioning...
What are those? See, that's the difference between my videos and everyone else's videos. Like, while they're doing this, I'm gonna say, what are those? They're gonna tell you what's going on. I'm gonna say, what are those? I'm not gonna let that slide. This is not just a bad push too. I don't know. I guess I'd have to see how it works. It's also standalone, but a bit bare bone. Now, it's 4x4 grid with DAW controls. Some people want that because it's like an MPC or machine.
At the Nectar Aruba, it looks a whole lot like the machine. But other than that, if you wanted that kind of machine workflow, but you wanted to...
Bro, Av's laugh would be the worst thing to hear during a bad trip. Especially with reverb on it, I would not be having a good time.
Work with Ableton Live, well, hey, there it is. And if you are an MPC head and you wanted that 16 pad layout, well, there it is. Now, I don't know anything
Av is a real live villain with that laugh. True. Last thing you hear before he pulls out the glicky.
about how the pads feel.
Wait, let me.
At NAMM. So pad feel is a thing for any of you manufacturers out there. The pads don't feel right, then the people that are creating music won't connect with it directly. And that's kind of one of the things I don't like about the Push 2, as I do have it over here. But again, Aruba, check it out. Coming in at number 1.
Ooh, it's gonna be the mini tracker. I don't really get the hype on the, I don't know, maybe I just don't like tedious workflows, but the tracker mini, I don't know, man.
We have the Poly-In Tracker Mini. Bruh, I ain't gonna even hold you on this. The Poly-In Tracker Mini was the main thing that I was interested in, if not the—
I'm calling Cap, man. I don't think he'd be interested in this. Nah, man, this is so tedious.
the only thing I was interested in when it came down to
Use LMMS right now, man. Prove me wrong, man. You pull up LMMS right now.
the way NAMM went this year.
Trackers are for elite EDM musicians.
And if it wasn't for the announcement of their new sample-based brew box, I probably wouldn't have gave a damn about NAMM at all. But on hindsight of that, I will say that the Poly-In Tracker is right here. I own mine.
I will say, okay, I did mess with like both of them a little bit. The Poly-In Tracker seems kind of cool. The Mini seems like, from what I saw with it, it seems fucking like a nightmare. But I don't know. I didn't really try to use it for very long. It was like a few minutes. Honestly, I don't like my workflow to be a Game Boy, but still kind of cool. It is cool. I will say it is cool. Cool thing about this is that it's battery powered. Okay, that's cool. It looks very annoying. Yeah, it looks like I would end up having a mental breakdown using it.
Then get it handed to me by Poly-In. And I will tell you this, working with a tracker-based software and a groove box, very unique. And one of the biggest issues that everybody had with this is that, you know, it should be portable. I thought it was gonna have
I mean, it's still technically portable, man.
a battery. And that was one of the things
Oh, wait, you have to plug that thing in, though. Okay.
that was a shortcoming, and that's
He says unique, but not good. I wouldn't buy it, but if I was in a music store, a homie had it, I would mess around with it. True, true.
why the Poly-In Tracker Mini is one of the things that everybody
Yeah, I guess that it's battery powered. That is kind of cool.
is enthusiastic about. Now, I will say this too as well, and leave a comment below if you want me to talk more about the Poly-In Tracker Mini.
Bruh, okay, when we went over to their booth, I swear to God, the people presenting it were hiding because there was no one there. The fucking gear was just standing out and there was no one there. I don't know how anyone got footage, just someone talking about it. Because when we went over there was literally no one there. Just use Koala. Benefit of having battery powered is that you're playing live and your power cord unplugs and music still keeps going. True. They were doing lines of mustard, maybe. Yeah, that Casio mustard. It was near it, I will say that.
Just let me know, and I'll make a whole video on it, because one of the things that is also an extremely controversial thing about the Poly-In Tracker Mini
It's a tracker.
is the price point. It's $700 damn.
Okay, that's crazy, dude. That's crazy.
Goddamn. And for you to know, the Poly-In Tracker itself, the full big old
Let me guess, it's around the same price or cheaper.
classic buddy of his, bruh, this thing is $700. So why in the world would the Mini be that?
It's the battery power.
Well, it has a lithium-ion battery, clearly. And I guess new shiny thing.
No, it's not because it's just a new shiny thing. It's just harder to power something with batteries and like have it last a long time versus, you know, have something plug into a wall.
But the build quality on these are good, and I think Poly-In is about to make everybody more interested in their units. Though I know
I can't get hyped on a tracker, man. That just seems like a nightmare to work with. I don't know. The Mini is more powerful. Is it? How is it more powerful? Seems so tedious. Yeah, that's why I can't get hyped on it. Can't justify that. It doesn't even sequence other pieces of gear and no MIDI in and out for the price. Actually, the hardware is more powerful.
the M8 tracker is this. I'm not interested in that.
SP44 is the same as TDS AF. I haven't really messed with this stuff too much. It needs to be solar like a scientific calculator. It do be looking like a calculator. Can't deny that.
As I would be the Poly-In Tracker Mini. Just let me know. Now, overall, I wasn't impressed with the whole entire NAMM show this year.
Bro, I feel like you missed out on so many things. This is why you have to go there if you're doing these sort of videos, man. I did enjoy this video and it was a bit informative, but I do think he missed out on some important stuff here. Like how he has the Ableton push right next to him. That's the Ableton push, right? He was just saying how he didn't like the pads on it. But anyways, like the Osmos Expressive, there was like a MIDI guitar jam stick thing. I can't remember what they said was different about it versus other MIDI guitars. What else was there? There was like this this light up pad. I don't remember what it was called, but there was like this light up MIDI pad that was pretty cool too. There was also this stuff in the splice and GPU audio thing. The splice thing was kind of ass though. I mean, it was okay, but the idea of it was ass. There was fish tacos. This Poly Mini has a touchscreen too, if I'm not mistaken. There was Stress Nut. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You guys bought. I don't think you guys would have bought the Stress Nut if it wasn't for the attractive girls at the booth. Okay, I really don't think you guys would have bought it. I really don't. I have my doubts still. I really have my doubts. It must feel like a child's computer toy. What else was cool over there? The Sound Toys Reverb. That was okay. It's kind of hard to get hyped on it because it isn't really new technology or whatever. Trying to think what else was new. There was like something new at Reference, sort of. It was just like a new feature or something. Stress Nut Tacos in LA are key. Yo. Fish tacos were pretty good. Line was hella long though.
The one last year was okay, and the best one in my opinion was the 2020 NAMM, and I wasn't even at that NAMM.
See, everyone has a different opinion on this because we just watched Barry Johns say the best one was 2019, and he's saying the best one was 2020. Anyone who went to NAMM, which one is the best one? Let me know. Let me know in the chat, because I have a feeling everyone's gonna have a different answer here. I think it's really hard to gather in all the new stuff that's there because there's so many different products. So I think everyone's gonna have a slightly different opinion because it's extremely subjective.
Some good announcements there. I mean, the introduction of Sonicware to the industry, the MPC-1, the Poly-N coming up in there. It's just so much things happen before, you know.
I really think everyone's just gonna have a different opinion because I really think the Kai stuff probably got him hyped that year.
Yeah. But yeah, this year, you know, I guess they're just getting their bearings back together. I mean, they did it in spring. It's still not in January, which is usually the time that they have NAMM. So
I wonder if that has an influence on it as well, too. The fact that they moved it, you know, to April instead of it being in January. 1984 NAMM was decent, but the Russians boycotted it. The best NAMM was the NAMM we made along the way. I can't deny that. COVID changed conferences forever. The marginal ones will struggle. Everyone has their thing, and it's going to be different for everyone. When the Greeks busted out the loot in 300 BC NAMM, that was pretty fire, not gonna lie. Okay, so we got some serious answers there. Thank you for that, guys.
I don't know. I
really can't speak on it because I only started covering the music news in the past year or two, and I only covered the last one, and I can't even remember what was new about it, that one, and I jokingly covered it from outside, and it was not a green screen. And then I went this year, obviously, so I can't really give a real opinion on it. Why they scheduled it for the start of Coachella? I have no idea. You're gonna have to ask them. Did you try any headphones? Not any new headphones, just whatever headphones they had at booths to demo things.
Wasn't that impressed with the NAMM show this year, though I'll be around for 2024 for sure. To the right of me, I have more videos for that ass, per usual. And make sure that you subscribe and make sure that you support the links in the description box because
all right, pretty cool, pretty cool.
Bang Incorporated.